Hi everybody, it's me again. Today is going to be a quick explanation on how to mix your ink. Remember your color theory, refer to a color wheel either online or if you have a small color wheel at home. You have warm colors, you have cool colors, and you have colors in between. For example, in the warm color category is red and yellow, and then orange, and then you break it down to a hot orange, you add red, or a cooler orange, you would add a little bit of yellow. You can make tints by adding a little black to it, which is the same thing as a tone. A tone is like an orange, but it's an orange gray. Same thing is a tint. You add white to it to become a tint, and then you add that to transparent base to make it transparent, and then it'll be really faint and transparent within its color range. I hope that made sense. Anyway, I'll explain this as I go, and this is part one of several for the multi-block print. So I have, what is that? Excuse me. I have a dairy light yellow here. I have henna yellow light over here. I have white. I have red and my transparent base. I am using Speedball. It's water oil based ink. So what I gotta do first is mix up the orange I want. I'm going to start out with the orange, but I want it more yellow, so I'll add a little bit of that to my yellow and start mixing it. I kind of want a contrast between my block, my key block, which is black, and I want this to be a tint so I can see the black with this. That doesn't make sense, you'll see. So I'm going to start out with that yellow. Now, if I added that yellow to a red, it would be a dark red orange, but I want to add it to the yellow so it makes the this yellow mix a little bit more orange. So I'll add only a little bit of this. So I tend to mix my dark colors into the light ones. That's a pretty good orange. Now, to test the color, I take paper strips and I put a line across it. So, it's making a color swatch. And that's the color it's going to be, but I don't want that color. So I'll take that color and I'm going to add it to the white. Don't add white to the color. Add color to the white because you could adjust it. And I'm going to make a tint. So I'll take a little bit of this and mix it into my white. So I want this to be, you know, an orange. I'm going to add a little bit more. But I don't want it to be strong. I want it to be very light. Not very light, but pretty light. Yeah, add a little bit more. That's probably pretty good. So now I'm making kind of like a peach color, which is the color I really wanted to start with. So it's pastel, kind of pastel-like. Wipe off my blade. Take a color swatch. So sometimes I'll put the two colors next to each other like that. That's a nice, creamy sherbet color. So now I need to make it transparent. So I take this mix and add only a little bit of it into my transparent base. Mix that base up. The more transparent base you have, the more transparent the tint will be. I add a little bit more. A little more. I don't want it too light, but I don't want it dark. This is probably it right here. Color swatch. So now you can see how transparent it is. So I'll put this aside. And that's your very beginnings of your color mix. You can do this with any color. You could add a little black to it and it becomes more of a gray. But I don't want to do that right now because I need these colors. In case I run out, I can remix them as close as possible. Here we go. This is block number 1. Or actually, it's the second block I cut. This was the first block I cut. I have fresh pieces of paper that I cut. I have my ink that's mixed up. And so now I'm going to roll my second block first because that is the color I want to show through. And I'll ink up both blocks first and then I'll hand print them. So where am I? This is my black, so I need this color. color. So I'll wipe off this ink. I'll move over to the black. All right. So you can lift, keep one hand down, you can check. That looks pretty good. Set that aside. Now, this is going to be the tricky part. I have to be able to line this up as accurately as possible. And there is my 2-color print. It's better with the press, but this works. It's fine. I accept it. Pretty cool. Now I think I'll change the color. Thank you for listening.